Lush green forests line the riverbanks, occasionally giving way to towering limestone bluffs. The gray cliffs jutted dramatically skyward, some spanning over 100 feet tall. Eagles and osprey were often spotted circling the cliffs, before diving down to snatch a fish from the shimmering waters. As the night settled in and the stars began to twinkle above, Astrid leaned against Hans's shoulder, the riverboat gently rocking beneath them. She knew that their journey would continue, bringing new adventures, and undoubtedly new challenges, along the way. But with the love of her family and the strength of their riverboat home, Astrid was ready to face whatever lay ahead. Brainerd, November 1, 1899. Dear son. Olaf has gone off to canvas scopes and views again. He has let Anders get in debt to him $135 and now says he is not going to spend any more money on him. Anders has come home and now doing nothing, says he is not going to work in the field anymore. My potatoes are the sorriest I have ever raised in my life. We have had a storm for 2 days and nights. Blowed down right much fence, potato shelters and pea stacks. I have gotten in the most of my crop. Miles Elliott died Sunday very sudden. We are all well as usual. Your affectionate father. Brainerd, November 29, 1899. My dear son Anders, I have no news to tell you. I am glad to hear that you were coming home for Christmas. Henrik says he don't expect to come home next spring, and if he stays away 2 years I don't know as I shall see him anymore. He says that he expects to go to school there next year and it will cost so much to come and go. Anders is not sporting anybody yet. Mill Laura came home from Minneapolis last Wednesday night. It was very dark when she got up to Dave's, so she stopped there until the rain was over. Anders went out to the cart and saw her up to the house. She said that the school was broken up on the account of sickness. Anders, I have so many places to work I can't hardly track myself. You never did see so much to do. We are all well at this time. Our church is getting at a mishti low ebb. I think if they would tear off those letters over the rostrum and put in there instead Trinity for the devil, they would then be getting close to the thing. May we soon meet again in the prayer of your father. P.S. We were glad to know that you had got your money. May the good Lord bless you is my daily prayer. Pa. Brainerd, Wednesday, November 29, 1899. Dear Anders, I thought that I would write a word or so and tell you all about the house. The painting has just been finished today. Things are in as bad shape as they were when you left, but I hope to get them straight in short. Ma. Thursday, Feb. 8, 1900. My dear Eric, I was so glad when we got your letter. We didn't get your postal until Tuesday night. Eric, I killed about 2200 lbs of pork, but meat is very low. Warren Erickson had his horse and buggy stolen 2 weeks ago next Saturday night and has not heard from him yet. Sweet potatoes are selling at $2.50. How is bro Henrik getting along? Give him my best regards. I expect that he would like very well to see Miss Laura. Anders is to stay at home this year and farm. He seems to be enjoying it all right. We are having some very warm weather. Olaf has been waiting to hear from your latest book, so he just got his last night. May we all pray for each other and trust in the Lord. Your loving father. To Eric at University of Minnesota. Brainerd, Thursday, February 22, 1900. Dear Eric. Your letter came to hand Tuesday night and paper too. Did you get your work done all right? What did it cost you? I mean the work on your teeth. Eric, will you be home by the third Sunday in May? They expect to have a big time at Trinity on that day. It is getting to be mighty wet and I am not making 1 cent. It takes about half of my time to mess about. I have not gone out to canvassing yet. I have a good mind to go at it, but I expect that I better stay home and work. We are all up about your ma is complaining some. I have nothing new to tell you. Your grandma sends her love to you. Remember my love to bro Henrik. Your loving father. Dear son. We received your letter Tuesday night and one from Henrik last night. I was glad to hear from you both. I was almost crazy about you both. We did not get any from you last week. If we could have got the postal I should have been all right. It had been near 4 weeks since we got a letter from Henrik. While I was glad to hear from you both, I was sorry to hear of so much fighting in school. Henrik said he had a little fight cost him $1.40. What do you reckon he fought about? When are you going to send the rose limbs? Mr. Daniel Eriksson is going to sell out at St. Cloud the 20th of March to Dory Welch. Ma, P.S. Have you heard from Miss Bessie lately? Did she go back to her school? Her name seems to be dead around here. Did you have your picture made in St. Cloud? Brainerd, March 1st, 1900. My dear and loving boy. We received your letter yesterday, was glad to hear from you. We are all up but not well. We got a letter from Henrik Wednesday night. He wanted money, so I shall mail him $5 in the morning. We had Henrik and Judd to stay with us Wednesday night. I went to St. Cloud today. Bro Elliot seems to reach up and take hold of God, as it were. When he goes to pray, I think he prays with more of the Spirit of God than anyone I most ever heard. He says he is going, and believe it, I stayed with him last night until almost 12 o'clock. His talk was on the Bible and Jesus. Eric, why are you going to Florida in the summer? I certainly would not go at that time of the year. It is so very hot there. If you do, I never expect to see you both anymore. Your father. Eric. I received my rose limbs Saturday morning, but sorry to tell you they seem to be dead. I was not looking for a letter at that time of week. We sent to the office Tuesday night. Do you want me to make you any shirts? If you let me know at once if you don't come home. What are you going to do with your old clothes and bed cover? Praying the Lord we may all meet again. Anders is getting on fine in his book. He can read well in his second reader. Ma. Brainerd, March 15, 1900. Dear Eric. I am so glad to know that it is not a burden for you to write to us once a week. I hear from Henrik through you as often as I do through him. If it was only 5 or 6 lines, it would do better than nothing. We haven't had a line from him in 3 weeks. I don't see what in the world Jim studies about. Eric, if you don't expect to canvass only vacation, it will not pay you to go to Florida. The expenses going and coming will be so much. Well, I have got Bragg Perry's stallion. He is a fine horse now. I reckon I shall make a little money on him. The neighbors seem to be backward in their crops. It keeps very wet yet. Your father. P.S. It does me good to hear you tell about the big men speaking. I hope and pray that you will someday be able to compete with them. Eric. I think it is time for the rose limbs now, though you may know best. Grandma sends her love to you. She is Polly of just now, from one that is daily praying for you. Anders has gone to St. Cloud to business school. Ma. Brainerd, March 31st, 1900. Dear brother. Our school was up March 22nd. Miss Brown went home the next day. I got through my grammar, history and geography. I only got to the conjugation of the verb to love in my Latin. We had 6 barrels of potatoes to sell for $2.75 per barrel and 9 at $2.25. The Brainerd School had a commencement. It was right good. Pa gave old sore leg and $27.50 for the stallion. Old Uncle Johnny died yesterday. Your brother, Olaf. Brainerd, April 15, 1900. My dear and beloved son. I enclose the $5 that you wrote for. Olaf was taken violently sick last night. I called in Dr. Lamb this morning and he said that he had bilious trouble. He seems better tonight. Texana has been dangerously sick all last week. She is now on the mend. People think you are making a very lamentable mistake about going to Florida in the summertime. The mosquitoes will eat you up, and the sting ants are terrible. If you will send me a letter of credit, I think that I could get somebody to sign it. If you had rather not do that, I reckon I can borrow what you want. I am owing you $150. Pa. Eric. Henrik wrote me last week to make him some shirts and send them to you, so I guess I will send for this week or the first of next week. If Henrik gets in a notion to come home, I want you to send me some rose limbs. Mine are all dead. I will get them someday. I am so anxious for some of pretty roses. Ma. Brainerd, April 22, 1900. My dear affectionate son, you wanted to know how much money I could start for you. There are a little more than $100 here. How much do you want? I could borrow some if you wanted more than that. Eric, I want you to be careful about your goods and not let your bills run over. Pa. To Eric, at University of Minnesota. Brainerd, Saturday, April 28, 1900. Dear son. I will try to write you a few words, but I am feeling right bad tonight. I have had 2 spells of being down this week. I don't know what I shall do if I don't get help. The doctors don't do me any good, only a little while at the time. I think of writing to a faith doctor, but I do not believe in them. Taxana is right sick but is mending slowly. They have to sit up with her every night and have for 2 weeks. When Henrik comes home, you had better send all of your old clothes and them that you want mended up. I shall look for Henrik next Saturday. Eric, I know that you are tired of hearing rose limbs, but nevertheless I ask you to send me some more by Henrik, please don't forget it. Henrik, before leaving Minneapolis, get Eric to get you some rose limbs to bring me, and don't forget. Show this to Henrik, please. From one that is ever praying for you, Ma. Brainerd, October 2, 1900. My dear son, your kind letter was received and was sorry to hear that you had not received your trunk. I don't expect you will ever get it. If you do, your clothes will be ruined. We had a good meeting. I reckon there was about 50 to be converted. But you know a great many join the church and don't know what they are doing. The most of them were very small. Your Uncle Luther joined the church. I was glad of that. Anders was home at the meeting but didn't stay in the house but very little. Think Anders is going astray. He says he thinks he shall have to learn to dance if he stays in St. Cloud, and you know one step leads to another. There are not many young men that can stand the temptations in St. Cloud. It is still very dry here yet. My peanuts is very sorry owing to the drought. I have had 2 attacks of the grip and am now in the house afraid to get out. Ike Cobbs had a stroke of paralysis, but I reckon he has gotten nearly over it. Olaf is delighted with his school, that is about all. May the Lord bless us according to his will. He knows what is best for us. Your affectionate father, Eric. We had a nice meeting, I reckoned. Anyway, I enjoyed the preaching. Riley Munns did the preaching. I had not heard a sermon since Christmas. If you ever get your trunk, please write us at once so it will be off my mind, for I cannot help studying about it. Have you ever heard anything about it? I will close. Goodbye. Ma. P.S. Eric, please write your letters plainer. Anders is gone and we can hardly read them from one that will never forget you. Ma. Brainerd, Sunday, March 31, 1901. Dear son, I have made you and Henrik a lot of handkerchiefs and bought a lot of socks. I run up with some cheap ones and also some shirting. I reckon I will send them by the last of May. You can tell Henrik about the things when you send him the money. Do you and Henrik think of coming home? Ma. My dear boy, I succeeded in getting $50 at last. I will send you some more as soon as I can get it at all. I am going to start to St. Cloud in the morning. I have some business there and it is court week, so I thought I would go. Your grandmama is no better but still growing weaker. My potatoes are most all rotten and has gotten down to almost nothing. Pa. April 1, 1901. Eric. I forgot to tell you my old nurse in here from Texas and is coming in to see me. In short, Pa says he will have to stop Olaf from school in about 2 weeks. It seems that he can't hire anyone. I would be glad that he could go the term out by his just started to St. Cloud. Olaf is running around trying to get off to school. He is going to drive there today, coming back tonight to stay with me. Ma. Wednesday, May 1st, 1901. Dear Olaf. I left Chicago as I told you yesterday that I would. I am about 14 miles away. Business is moving. I have been hustling ever since yesterday morning, showing the view business for all it is worth, and have secured one order. I shall soon have a fortune at this rate, will I not? There have been no views sold where I have been yesterday. The people seem to be getting along well, but to save my life I can't sell any views and don't see any earthly reason why, but I do not know that all the fault is not in me, for I have sold them before and have put forth more effort. I am going to try this county the rest of the week and then go back to Chicago Sunday, and will stay in that section till I hear from you in answer to this letter. I don't think I will get a dozen orders this week. Tell me what to do and where to go next week. If I don't do anything this week for to save my life, I don't know myself. If I don't strike some good territory next week, I think I shall curse and quit. You know it is very disheartening. Write me on return mail and give me the best instructions you can. Your loving brother, Henrik. May 6, 1901. Dear Olaf, when I got in Saturday I found your letter waiting for me, and a few minutes ago I received another. I took 15 orders last week. I can't tell for my life what is the trouble. I know I worked a dozen times as hard for those 15 that I ever did for any other 15. I did not find a single one that was easy taken. I had to do everything I could to get them. This is a fine-looking country, and it looks as if one might sell views without any trouble. The people are in as good circumstances as any section I ever saw. They are not so hard to approach, and say my views are the best they ever saw. In the best places the views have been sold a year or two ago, and I can't sell them any views. They seem to think that they don't need any more. The only reason that I can give is that they are too stingy to buy. I will work somewhere in this section and get a few orders I can till I make a delivery. I am taking my orders to be delivered in 2 weeks. You may send me about 40 scopes and views to go with them. I don't yet know how many orders I will get this week, but I am sure 40 scopes will be enough for both weeks' work. Your loving brother, Henrik. Brainerd, June 7, 1901. My dear boys Eric and Olaf. As it is raining so I can't work. I will write a few lines thinking what you would like your care from home. We are all well at this time. It has been mighty wet and the grass almost took everything. Eric, I want you to take care of my baby. He has never been about much and might be easily led astray. Many times when I am plowing in the hot sun I am praying for you all. May you both be guided by the good Spirit, so then all will be right in the end. The Lord grant that we may all meet together again. I sometimes think that I shall not be here long. May we live as we wish we had have done when we come to die. Your loving Father.